Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. It's Polyheart. I was working, and I work at a restaurant, fast food restaurant, early this morning from around 2 to 6. And I was cleaning, and a policeman, and it's a fast food restaurant, so the lobby is visible, and when you walk around to the area for the kitchen, you're visible through the drive-thru, so completely visible. And I was wearing, my Ted Lasso shirt and just some regular weird clothes that I wear, and he pulls real slow by the drive-thru and then pulls up front. I'm driving my wife's car, so she's got the automatic beeper, beep beep, and I beeped, and then I kind of walked to the front door because there's this car sitting there right behind her car. And I opened the door. I said, "Can I help you?" And I didn't recognize police, and he was in his he was in the driver's side of his second of the seat behind him, where the driver sits, and the back seat. And I was like, what's he getting? And because all this information is coming to me, policeman, he's out of his vehicle, he's getting something from the back. I'm like, what is he getting? But from my mouth was saying, "Can I help you?" And then he turns around, and it's a very, very large man, and he goes, "I could ask you the same question," and he starts striding towards me, like purposefully. So I shut the glass door, just because there's this large man striding towards me, and he's gonna ask me questions, and I'm like, well, I don't want to talk to this man. I don't have to talk to anybody. I'm working. So I shut the door, and he grabs the handle, shakes it, and I look at him in his eyes and say, "I'll call my boss." He's like, "Open the door! Open the door!" I'm like, "I'll call my boss." Went to the front and got my phone, held up my phone, and called my boss, and he was angry. He was very angry. I could ask you the same thing. Anyway, so he flips his lights on and goes around, comes back, and sits there on the street side of the parking lot, just with his side lights shining into the building for like a good 30 minutes. And okay, dude, first of all, intimidation, it's not gonna work. It's not warranted. There's nothing suspicious. You see me cleaning, like I am I have a ladder out. I'm up on top of the ladder. I'm taking apart the front of the ice machine, on the fountain drinks in front. I'm wiping things down. My car is sitting right there, right in front where I can see it. It's my wife's car, so it's a better looking vehicle than my white truck. And I'm quite sure if my white truck was there, he would have, tried to call in support or call his supervisor or whatever. It's a nice vehicle. I'm not wearing a ski mask, right? I've been in there for quite some time, so it's obvious that I don't care who knows me, and I actually want my boss to know that I'm there. So, yeah, interesting. Also, you don't have a warrant. Also, don't talk to the police. Also, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. That is a promise. The Miranda rights are a promise for you not to say anything to incriminate yourself. Because every time they ask a question, they are starting an investigation. So when they start an investigation on you, you have the right to remain silent. So we didn't have a conversation because I walked away and there was a physical barrier. He didn't break the glass, and he didn't call support. He didn't get the dogs or whatever else. He just sat there trying to use intimidation, waiting for me to leave. But I outwaited him. I found something else to clean, and I cleaned it, and I got paid for it, and so then I left. And when I left, I went to the all-night gas station next door, and because I have to do some portion control on my soft serve ice cream, and I have to throw some away after I weigh it and measure it. So I just ended up giving it to those guys, and I told them the story, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yep." And then 2 other cops came up, but it was from a adjoining district, so I didn't know them. But man, So I have been on the toilet for like the where is that guy coming from? Tuck in. Been on the toilet for like the last 4 hours. Well, no. Yeah, 3 hours. And I only needed to go once. Number two. I've gone 5 or 6 times. I have so much acid buildup in my stomach, and I have prune belly syndrome, which means I don't have any muscles in my abdomen, and so yeah, so my stomach swells like a balloon if I have anything upset me. And, ugh. I tried to take a nap when I got home around 6 a.m. Slept until 7. Had to get up and use the restroom again. I'm in so much pain. Anyway, I called my friend Rebecca, and she prayed, and I prayed, and it's just for favor in the eyes of man, just for this peaceful situation to resolve. So, yeah, don't talk to the police. They are not your friends. They're a government gang. They have been hired or voted in. They are there to do a service for the government. They're not there to service you. They're not there to serve and protect. That is a lie. They wrote that on one municipality, got that on their car once, and now people think just because the movies picked it up, to serve and protect. Oh, what is that? I think, was it RoboCop or somebody put it on there? And that's not the truth, man. It's not serve and protect. They're not there to serve and protect. Yeah, serve and protect the government. Serve and protect the people who pay their wages. Serve and protect the man, the system, the control beast. I like how KRS-One said it, Anyway, I'm not going to repeat NWA or KRS-One. But my thoughts on the coppers, well, I'll just tell you, I'm a Torah observant Jew, and I'm not supposed to touch swine flesh. So, take that for what you will. I don't know. Yeshua didn't speak to the pigs when he drove the demon into them. He just spoke to the demons. And they begged to go into they begged to go into the pigs. So maybe that's what's wrong with police officers today, is they have demons in them. And Yeshua purposefully cast the demons into the pigs. You can tell I have strong opinions, and you're probably not going to agree with this. You're probably going to say I'm being very hurtful and spiteful and mean. Look around. Look around. Open your eyes. Wake up. Are they your friends? Really? Really? Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. They're bullies. They're paid bullies. They're officers. What are they officering? They're not officering in the peace of the land. They're pushing an agenda. Yeah. I just look at those Hasidic rabbinic Jews in New York City during COVID, and how the police treated them, and I am disheveled, distraught, disenchanted, discombobulated, disrupted, discordant. I don't like the way that that the police handled any of that. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, and you have a good day, and Yeshua bless you with all the blessings that he has for you today. He is the Messiah. He is our Mashiach. He is our peace. He is our comfort. He is the Prince of Peace. He is the Senor de Señores, the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings. He is everything, man. He's the literal Word of Yahuwah made flesh. And so, remember that the Word was sent out and achieved and did not return void. And so that's what He is to me. He is the Word. He is my law. He is my obedience. I obey Him. And sometimes when He sets a precedent, or Yahuwah sets a precedent in Torah, and the state of Georgia agrees with it, then I will also obey the state of Georgia. But my obedience is to the one who made me. See, the state of Georgia didn't make me. The state of Kansas didn't make me, even though I was born in the state of Kansas. They did not create me. So my allegiance is not to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. We're not in a democracy. This is a totalitarian republic, man. Democracy. Yeah. Anyway.